Many blessings to you all. Um, Hope y'all are having a great morning so far. As you can see, I'm here at work. I probably won't keep this live up. Depends on how active it is. Depends on how I feel. Uh, but yeah, man. Happy Thanksgiving to you all. Happy holidays. Um, you know, Lots been going on. You know what I mean? Within the music industry, within the world. But God is good. God is good. We here. We here. Um, you know, Max B's home. Uh, Jim Jones, he's well vested in the IFC. You got Cam and Mace. They doing their thing. Harlem, we closing out the year pretty good. I must say, a lot of welcome home to my good brother Eric. You know what I'm saying? My boy E. Um, what else? What else? What else? Shout out to my boy Wade. Make sure y'all go follow him. LMG. Um, Harlem, we closing out good, man. We closing out the year good. Max is home, like I said. We got we got my boy Jay Mills. We're getting real busy. You understand what I'm saying? With the freestyles and all of that. He's been going back and forth with DNA. Is it DNA? I think it is. I think it's DNA. Yeah. It must be like a triangle situation. You got DNA, you got J Mills and Goods. So I don't know who's going with who, but yeah. Kandi and what's this guy's name? Todd. Todd's from the Bronx. Todd Tucker, he's from the Bronx. Him and his wife, they're just like they're separating. They're gonna do a divorce situation. Kandi, she filed for it initially. And it looks like, allegedly, the woman, happy Thanksgiving, B, you already know. You at work, bro, or you off? So it looks like Kandi, allegedly they had a live-in girlfriend. And it looks like, allegedly, the live-in girlfriend is now seeing Kandi exclusively. Todd is out the picture. And if this is the case, this is gonna be so double standard amongst. Are you off? Yeah, now I'm here, bro. I'm here, but I'm getting off at 4, and I'll be going home back to Jersey, and we will be eating, getting busy, getting busy. You gonna be in Jersey or you gonna be in Harlem? Yeah, tell your mom just said happy Thanksgiving too, bro. Give her my love, yo. But yeah, it looks like they broke up. Yeah, it looks so. Allegedly, she's dating the sleep-in girlfriend, who's bad. Like, that's one thing about when you rich, man. You can do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You can have a live-in girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Or you don't even got to be rich. Your wife can be rich. You know what I'm saying? And she can have them tendencies to like women or whatever. Harlem today, Jersey tomorrow. Oh, all right, cool. Harlem World. Yeah. I got to work tomorrow, but I don't think I'm going to do a double tomorrow, though. But we'll see. Because a lot of the stuff for the house is being made today. So my daughters, they'll be good if I do a double tomorrow. I'm doing a double tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm trying to rack up, man. I'm trying to rack up, those 2 checks right before Christmas. I'm trying to rack up. And into the new year, of course. But yeah, man, shout out to my boy Will. I'm gonna start having Will on my platform. My co-host. Let me see something. Share with your audience. Nah. I'm gonna start having my boy Will on with me, co-hosting some of these lives that I do in the future. But yeah, so when you got bread, you can have a living girlfriend, man. Kandi and Todd, they from Real Housewives of Atlanta, that show. And if that's the case, it's gonna be a double standard, because if the tables was turned and he left his wife Kandi and was dating the sleeping girlfriend or whatever, he will get dragged through media like no other, yo. Dragged. Niggas be hating on him. And I honestly feel that, like Todd, he got right to it. As soon as he broke up, as soon as his wife, announced the whole divorce or whatever, now he's a producer for a new show. It's a female cast of black woman, and it's a sports podcast. And I'm like, yo, that's super dope. It's super dope. Everybody's gonna watch it because there is no woman podcast about sports. So that's gonna kill him right there. You know what I'm saying? So congratulations to that. And to be honest with you, I think respectfully, like if he wasn't married to Kandi, like he would have much more further in the industry than he is now. Because when she got with him, he was a video production assistant. You understand what I'm saying? So just think, they've been married like what 11, 12 years. You understand what I'm saying? And he's been turning down jobs, to cater to his woman because that's what you gonna do. Like if my wife is a millionaire or whatever, or she's a celebrity, there's a big chance I'm gonna be turning down gigs because I want to invest in what we have. You know what I'm saying? And not be selfish. Especially if it can potentially bring more money for the team. You know what I'm saying? So if he wouldn't have been, and it's unfortunate, but a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, that happens in relationships. Depending on who's like the breadwinner. If you're not the breadwinner, a lot of times you look up and you're like, yo, I could have been further than where I'm at right now because I sacrificed my time for them. You know what I'm saying? Because they're the breadwinner, or it made more sense to, make that decision. So, and it happens with women too. That's why when women, when they get divorced, the judge a lot of times, rewards them a large amount of money, or they might, give them alimony or whatever the case is. Because what's the first thing they say? Oh, I could have been much more further in life if I wasn't married to him. I had to sacrifice time, to take care of him and take care of the kids, and I could have been doing this, or I could have had a career in that. So that's the same thing with Todd. Like as soon as the divorce papers is on the table, he's starting a new podcast, producing it, or whatever the case is. So we got to keep that same energy. And I hope this is a lesson to everyone. You know what I'm saying? When you get married, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a business, man. It's just not personal. It's business, yo. She had a whole prenup, so she already knew, like, yo, if this goes south, I need to protect my assets and my legacy and everything. Now she's going back to her regular name. I don't think she, and so allegedly, Todd and Kandi, they have it's a fact that they have a business together, right? It's called like Burruss and Tucker, Burruss and Tucker restaurants or something like that. So allegedly they are back. They are back. They're backed up in rent or something like that with one of the restaurants they have that's partnered with with a state company or something. So so it's like $200,000 in debt. So a lot of times when stuff like that happens, when you're doing business with and that's like a catch-22. Doing business with your mate, with your spouse. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's benefits in that, but if things go south, that could literally, like, that could mess up your relationship and make it go south. You know what I mean? And I hope that wasn't the case. I really hope that wasn't the case where things didn't go right and they started pointing fingers at each other, and now it's like, oh, I really wasn't digging you like that anyway. Now what? Do y'all break up? You know? So she's, I don't know, man. This whole thing with them, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel too. You good? But yeah, so it's definitely a catch-22 when you have a business, with your spouse. So you got to be very, very mindful when you do stuff like that, because if it feelings can get in the way when the business is not going right. So just gotta be mindful. Gotta be mindful. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the notification button. Make sure y'all share the channel also. The numbers are doing very well. We just want to keep this moving, keep this energy going. Shout out to the other podcasters. And I'm not talking about the rappers. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you rappers, man, y'all were coming sideways, man. Y'all were downing the potters, and now all you rappers is out here doing podcasters. You know, Jim Jones, a long list of you guys, man. You know what I mean? Y'all was coming sideways at the podcasters, is now y'all doing it. So y'all really need to give flowers to some of the podcasters that's been doing it for years. You know what I'm saying? But not here to spark no beef or nothing with none of you rappers or whatever. But these are just facts. Even to the streamers, they was getting talked down by the rappers. You know, so shout out to the Casanans and all them young cats. You know, I've been doing this since 2015. You dig? So it's just like, you know, sometimes you got to take what's yours at the end of the day, but you got to be smart about it. You know, but shout out to Jim. He had Joe Buttons on his pod the other day, and they was talking about, you know, the power of being able to capitalize off of your fan base. You know, if you got 30 to 50,000 people, fans or whatever, you should be able to capitalize off of that fan base and make money. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's merchandise, off of the YouTube monetizations and all of that. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that you cannot take lightly, because if you do, you're going to take the first bag that comes to you from one of these corporations, whether it's Spotify, Apple, it could be from a sponsor or what have you. So you like work on building your brand. You know what I'm saying? Work on building your brand. You know what I mean? So it's like, and that's where I'm at, you know, with it. You know, you go to my IG page, you know, 13 plus thousand, you know, followers. We're at almost 1,500 over here on the YouTube subscribers. So what we want to do is we want to continue to build, and I appreciate you guys building with me. You know what I mean? So I'm giving you guys y'all flowers too. You dig? But yeah, man, you got to be very, you know, very mindful. Yeah, just be very mindful how you guys are doing business. You know what I'm saying? Keep everything, you know what I mean, official tissue. Do not jump for the first bag that comes to you, okay? So I want you guys to stay 100, stay safe, and happy Thanksgiving. Peace out.